This is day 4 of me trying to come out here and do this. It has been nothing but gloomy, rainy, sometimes snowy weather. And I've just been dying to come out because this is one of those small things that I kind of do in the garden that I never really film, and today I wanted to film it. I like to run experiments, just like any other gardener. You start messing around with different things and seeing what works and what doesn't work, and this is one of those things that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I just haven't had the time to do it. This bed right here and the bed straight across from it, they are both gonna be our 2 pepper beds this year. Normally we grow a lot more peppers than that, but it's like an internal struggle for me because peppers are my favorite thing to grow, but we still have so many sitting in the freezer, and we need to grow some other stuff this year. So we're gonna do 2 pepper beds. And what I wanna do is I wanna run kind of a test with some kitchen scraps. So right now we've got a worm bin inside, and that worm bin has been fed and fed and fed. And right now it is very well fed, and I can't feed it anymore. I've also fed the chickens just a ton of kitchen scraps over the last few days. We've been freeze drying a lot of different things lately. We freeze dried stuff for us, stuff for my ex-wife, stuff for everybody, and we have a lot of kitchen scraps. These have been sitting in here for like 4 extra days because of the rain, and I just refused to come out here in the rain and do this. But what I want to do is I want to start filling this raised bed with kitchen scraps, like a lot of kitchen scraps. I want to run kind of some trenches down through the bed, and every time I fill this thing up, I want to come out here and put it in the bed. And then I want to compare the growth of the peppers in this bed to the peppers in that bed that we aren't putting any kitchen scraps in. Just kind of a fun little experiment, see if it's something that gives us any real change between the 2 beds. When I plant my peppers in here, they're gonna be planted right through here and right through there on those ones. That way they're getting watered by both of these two lines, and then both of those 2 lines over there. So I'm gonna dig a trench right down the middle, right here, of these two water lines. Got my trusty little Hori here. If you don't have a Hori, get one, because this is like my favorite garden tool. I wanna put this down deep enough that the roots of the peppers are going to reach it, but not so deep or not so shallow that I'm planting inside of this, because I don't really know how fast this is going to break down, because I've never done this, so I'm kind of learning as I go. This is going to be something for me that I'm excited to show later on this season, how or if there's a change in the growth between the two beds. Definitely excited about it. And this is one of those things that if you watched my video the other day where I was just talking about YouTube and kind of my feelings about YouTube lately, this is one of those things that I would have loved to film like all year last year, but my mindset with YouTube was a little bit different. I was actually excited to come out here and film this video today because it's not planned at all. I didn't outline the video, I didn't plan it. I just knew that I wanted to bury some kitchen scraps out here in the garden and talk to you about it. And to me, that's exciting again, just showing what I'm already doing and just turning the camera on while I do it. And I will say, after I posted that video, I had a few channels reach out. Eli and Kate in the garden. I've been talking to Eli a little bit, and she had posted a similar video on their channel talking about a lot of the same things I was talking about. More Than Farmers, if you've seen their channel, they came in and left a comment on that video talking to me a little bit about it. Sage and Stone Homestead, they actually posted that video on their community wall, and a lot of people came over from there. So if you came over from Sage and Stone Homestead, welcome. And I just wanted to say thank you to Heather over there, because that was very kind. And even though it's like a gloomy, cold day, my knees are soaked now from the wood chips. It is so nice being out here and just working in the garden. I am so ready for this season. I can't even begin to tell you. Oh, I'm excited. All right, so let's get some of these scraps in here. Let's see how much this fills up. You know what? I'm actually going to dig over there as well, because that was kind of a lot. we had kind of stuffed that thing full because we haven't been able to come out here and dump it. So let's get that buried. And then I'm gonna come over here and do the same thing over here. So, oh man, there's something about working in soil, and especially when you haven't done it since the fall. Just, my hands are freezing, but just being in here doing this It's nice. One thing that I'm gonna be talking about a lot this season and showing a lot this season is my Vego garden beds, what I'm working in right now. And this is also from Vego Garden, my little compost caddy here. My Vego beds I bought last season, at the beginning of the season. It has been one of the best purchases I've ever made. And it's not so much that it's something that you need, or, I mean, I've grown in the ground for for a long time, and it was great. I really, really enjoy growing in the ground. I have a weird, like, organizational mind, and if I can segment my garden out like I have with this, I mean, this isn't for everybody. This is definitely somebody commented on one of my Vego videos, and they said something about this being ugly and it looks like an airport hangar, which I can get it, I understand it. But I love it. I love the way my garden looks, and growing in it last year was so much fun. I loved being out here. These arches coming out of this, it was amazing. But what happened is I bought these beds and I didn't have any affiliation with Vego. Vego Garden reached out and wanted me to work with them on just like a single video basis, and that's normal. You know, that happens relatively often. When you make videos, you have a lot of companies that reach out to you, and you get like 5 or 6 emails a day, and most of the time it's, you don't even open them. But when I saw Vego Garden, I was like, okay, let's check it out. Let's see what they have to say. I made that video, and then after that video, I ended up becoming an ambassador for Vego Garden. And it was one of those things that worked out perfectly. I'm not gonna be an ambassador for very many companies. It's not something that I really care to be. But when it's a company that I'm using literally every day out in the garden and building a front garden with the same beds, it was one that I was really interested in, because last year was the best gardening season I've had in a long time. I grew more food than I ever have. I was more organized than I ever have been, and it was thanks to those beds. So I'll be working out here with these beds quite a bit this year, and I'm really, really excited about it. If you're interested in anything Vego Garden, things like the compost caddy, you know, worm composting bins that you put inside your beds and all that stuff, I'm gonna have a link down in the description. But if this style of raised bed isn't for you, I totally get it, because it's not for everyone. All right, so we've now put kitchen scraps all along this right here, where we're gonna be planting our peppers out this year. As soon as I get another one of those full, I'll come and I'll do the same thing over on that side, where I'm gonna be planting another row of peppers, and then by the end of the season, we'll see how it did.